Well, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Ken Busby. I'm your cultural czar. I'm a board member of the Tulsa Symphony Orchestra, and we are here today with our musician moment with the fabulous Lanette Compton. Hello, Lanette.
Hi, Ken. How are you
I'm
doing?
good. How are you today?
I'm doing pretty good, thank you.
Excellent, excellent. Now, you are a horn player for the Tulsa Symphony. Do we call you a horn player? Do we call you a hornist? What do we call you?
You can call me whatever, but
Oh,
horn
well,
player
okay. You can
works.
call me Lanette. What do you want to call me? Hello. So really,
I
what?
prefer horn player. That works for me.
Okay, okay. And how long have you been with the Tulsa Symphony?
Oh my goodness. I have the worst memory in the world, but I want to say it's about a little bit more than a decade. At least I
I
want to
was
say
like, you
12.
you've been with us quite a while, not since the very beginning, but for a
Not
long
since the very
time.
beginning, but
Long
for a long
time.
time. Yeah, for at least 12 or 13 years. I was doing a lot of subbing before that when I
Right,
first moved here.
right.
So,
And tell
quite a
us,
long
where
time.
were you from originally?
I was actually, well, originally, I'm
Right.
going to make a really long story short,
Okay,
mostly for the viewers.
okay.
But I was born in Kansas, moved to
Right.
Missouri, and by the time I was 4, I was in Texas. And so I
Okay,
was all over in Texas,
right.
several places, and then I moved to Nebraska.
Okay,
And then after that, I went to school, undergrad there. I went to grad school at North Texas in Denton. So I was
okay.
back to Texas.
Right.
And then here, so in Stillwater, Oklahoma.
Okay,
So
so
from
finally
everywhere.
now you're on the correct side of the Red River.
Exactly.
We
We'll call
finally
it.
got you where you need to be. Okay, good, good, good.
Yes.
No, I'm just teasing. I'm just teasing. But well, you really were all over the Midwest, though. That's
Yes, I
interesting.
always tell people kind of up and down 35 for my
Yeah,
life.
yeah,
So
pretty much, pretty much. So how is life in Stillwater?
it's actually not too bad. I don't go out much like a lot of people right now,
Sure.
but I've always loved being. Everything about the town has gotten bigger and better,
Yes.
and there's a whole lot of things going on right now, which I'm sure you've heard about our new performing
I
arts
I
facility.
I got to come to opening weekend, and I
It's
was
just
blown away by the McKnight
spectacular.
Center. It was just
It's still really we get really emotional just going to any of the concerts. The students are still like kind of in awe whenever we go into that building, and
yeah.
it's pretty incredible. So it's really changing things a lot here. So
That's awesome. That's what I think President Burns Hargis was really after in doing it. He said it was a something that was missing from the campus in a really important way, and the arts are so important. I love and music. I love the fact that he has a passion for it. It's great.
thank goodness for him. I mean, he really made all of our dreams come true. And honestly, we
Absolutely.
didn't even think it was going to be what it is. We couldn't have imagined
Yeah,
this kind of facility.
yeah, yeah.
And I'm even more excited about our building that's going to be connected right to
Oh,
the
that's
the
right.
McKnight Center.
And
So that
it's under construction, isn't it?
yes,
Yeah.
it should be done. I haven't been over there in
Right.
about a month, but it should be done. I think around the end of fall next semester, and then possibly moving some things in for next spring already. So
Wow, that's
it's
exciting.
it's it's a big deal, and like I said, we never would have guessed that it was going to happen, and not like the way it is right now. I mean, it's just a beautiful facility
Yeah, yeah.
inside and out. So we're
That's
very
so cool. That's so
excited.
cool. And you have a pretty large cadre of horn students.
I have a lot of soldiers, I would say.
Yes. Are you planning a coup of some kind? Are you planning to?
Well, world domination, no. They need more than horns, I think. But
Right, right.
I've been very, very lucky to have just some incredible students come to OSU, and it just kind of exploded a couple of years ago.
Hmm.
It's barely manageable, but I only say that there's a lot more than I ever expected to have, but the kinds of students that I have really make it pretty easy, and they keep me
That's
on
good.
my toes. I'll tell you,
Oh,
we actually do a studio class via Zoom once a week, and when they're not all muted, which is a
yes,
nice feature to have.
yes, yes.
I actually kind of enjoy hearing them all kind of talk to each other, and,
Hmm.
and, and I can tell that they enjoy seeing each other. And I know whenever we're at school, I mean, I see them all over the place because there's so many. They're
Right.
all over in the halls. They're everywhere I go. I can count at least, anywhere from 2 to 8 at a time just walking down the hall. And so,
That's cool.
yeah, I have about 17 16 right now, so
That's
all majors, and they're just
holy
all
cow.
great kids.
That's a lot,
Really miss
though.
them. It's a lot.
So that probably answers my next question. Do you have any downtime at all?
Well, strangely enough, right now I do because we can't have horn choir, which
Right.
took a couple of hours during that week. I don't have, well, I still have studio class in
Right.
some shape,
Sure.
and we don't have our normal morning warm ups. I have a morning warm up every day at 7:30 in the morning,
Hmm.
and students are assigned to it. And I actually do kind of a unique warm up called Drop the Beat. I've just named it because I've done presentations about it. But
Uh-huh.
in another long story short, what it is it's us playing our normal technical exercises and different things, but we are playing with pop music, and we do
Okay.
that, and it's pretty loud at 7:30
I
in the
bet.
morning. But
I bet.
it's pretty cool.
It wakes you
I
up.
really enjoy
It
doing
wakes you up and gets you
very
going.
much.
Yeah.
And we all have, I make coffee for them, and so I have a coffee pot, and they all have their own mugs, and I know whose mug is whose, and I know who takes coffee creamer and who doesn't, and we pass them around, and it doesn't feel like it's 7:30 in the morning. I'm actually not a morning person,
Okay.
but I'm
Okay.
there every day. Now it's a little bit different, and I've kind of gone to my more natural schedule, but right now I teach about anywhere from 3 to 5 hours a day
Right.
in the afternoons,
Sure.
and it usually helps with the students who have morning classes
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
everything, and we just do it via Zoom, so I feel like I have a ton of time now, but
Yeah.
it's
So-
definitely a different world.
Absolutely. But so when you're not teaching and you do have some downtime, what do you like to do for fun?
I love watching movies.
Okay.
And
Classics, current,
the more like the funnier the better. I don't like anything too serious.
good.
But occasionally, if I know a movie has got high critical acclaim and it looks really interesting, I will definitely watch something like that. But I definitely use movies and even TV shows, the same kind of Netflix
Mhm.
and things like that, to kind of decompress a little bit, because
Absolutely.
what we do as far as teachers is pretty deep, and a lot of
Absolutely.
times I will focus on the student a lot more than just the player.
Sure.
And so sometimes it's just kind of nice to escape. And so I
Absolutely.
love watching movies, and
That's
I love eating snacks. That's a big thing that I do.
Okay.
I'm very good at that.
Uh-huh.
And,
Favorite snack? Favorite snack? Do you have a favorite? Popcorn.
Yes.
With butter?
Absolutely. I
Thank
actually
you.
right now have
Thank you.
mini bags, movie theater butter.
Oh, nice. Nice. Okay, okay. And while eating popcorn, what is the most recent funny movie you've watched?
Oh, recent funny movie.
Or
I've been
recent movie?
watching- I've been watching a lot of TV lately.
Okay.
Let's see. And actually, with TV, it has to do with hospitals for some reason, which is maybe not, I don't know, it makes me actually more comfortable knowing that those kinds of things could be possible,
Okay, okay. Interesting,
Find that
interesting.
word.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know. I just started thinking about that. You're making me think about these things.
Okay.
And-
I'm sorry.
No, it's totally fine. I would say, you know what? I'll go and give you one of my favorite movies that's funny that I
Okay.
can watch all year round, which is Elf.
Oh, absolutely. Good choice.
I
Good
just
choice.
think it's just ridiculous, and I love it.
It is. Yeah. But yeah, it gives you 2 hours of escape. It's great. It's
Yes.
great. So I
Yes.
I would support that. Good choice. Good choice. Well, listen, I understand that you're going to be willing to share with us some music today that you're going to perform.
Yes, I am.
Okay. What are you going to perform for us?
Well, I thought long and hard, and finally it hit me last night that I would love to play part of a solo called The Glass Bead Game, which is a programmatic piece by James Beckel.
Okay.
And it'll be part of the first movement because it kind of sits very well by itself. And the first movement is called The Call and Awakening. And I thought that was very nice.
Did I hear you right? It may have messed up just a little bit. Calm and Awakening?
Oh, The Call and Awakening.
The Call and Awakening. Okay.
Yes.
Cool. Well, that sounds
So
like
it's
fun.
it kind of stands alone. The opening at least does.
Okay.
like horn calls, and just kind of a beautiful moment for times like this, I think.
I tell you, before we go into that, though, there was one thing I did want to ask you, and you said it, that's what I want to ask. How did you pick the horn as your instrument?
It picked me, Ken.
Nice. Nice.
Well, I grew up in when I was about to start band, the place that I was in at the time was Bishop, Texas.
Okay.
Nobody knows where Bishop, Texas is because it's about 3,500 people, and it's close to Kingsville. It's about 7 miles from Kingsville, Texas, South Texas.
Yes, I was it was South, yeah.
Yes. And I was very lucky to be in a wonderful band program in this small little town. And I, of course, wanted to play the flute because I knew what the flute was.
Of course.
And my teacher that was trying us all out on different instruments, he took me into a room with the piano, and he said, okay, well, let's give you the head joint of the flute, just a top part. And he said, let's see if you can make a sound. And I couldn't make a sound. And I won't get too close, but I have a little teardrop here. So it's a part of the lip that actually kind of gets in the way if you're trying to play the flute. Which I didn't know at the time.
But it works great for the horn.
Well, apparently. Well, what he said, he was like, well, why don't you try something? Because your second choice on here is saxophone. Because I didn't know but what a flute was and a saxophone.
Right.
And he was like, why don't you do this? And he played a bunch of notes on the piano and said, can you hum these back to me? Mm-hmm. And I had grown up until 6th grade. I was in choirs. I had played guitar. I was in handbells. I had sang quite a bit. And that was pretty easy for me to match pitch. And he was like, we're going to give you the French horn. And I was thinking, I don't know what that is, and does it fit in my backpack like a flute?
Not quite. Not quite.
He tricked me. He gave me the mouthpiece, and I had that for a couple of weeks. And then I got the instrument, and I was actually very sad for quite a while. Because it doesn't have that beautiful sound when you first start that I was anticipating. Like a natural voice or even the guitar,
Sure.
And I always tell my students, well, I kind of tricked myself because I practiced a lot when I was really young because I knew it just had to sound better than this. There's no way that an instrument would sound this bad.
Right.
And I got pretty good at an early age. And so I had a lot of success even in honor bands within my first couple of years. And after that, it was just something I couldn't do without. So it picked me.
That's awesome. What a great story. I'm so glad I asked. That's awesome. Well, listen. We'll let you. We will sit back now and let you entertain us. Although this has been a very entertaining conversation, so thank you.
Great, I'm glad.
Thanks for your time today. It's great to see you, and I look forward to seeing you again in person very soon.
Oh, absolutely! Thank you so much. I
absolutely, and really enjoyed it. So we'll sit back now and enjoy Lanette Compton on horn. Stay tuned.